Hello, you're watching Newsline. I'm Sherry Yan. The governing coalition has secured a majority in the general election in Malaysia. The National Front will hang on to the power it's had for more than half a century. But the coalition experienced its worst ever electoral performance. Prime Minister Najib Razak led the National Front to victory, but he could come under pressure for not delivering a stronger majority. Candidates fought for the 222 seats in the lower house of Parliament. Members of the Election Commission say the National Front won 133 seats. The opposition coalition, the People's Pact, captured 89.
The ruling coalition will continue to lead the government and carry on with its policies.
Opposition candidates try to capitalize on widespread frustration. Many voters say the ruling coalition has given preferential treatment to ethnic Malays, and they accuse members of the coalition of corruption. But a majority of voters opted for stability. Former Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim led the opposition. He said he'll ask for an investigation into electoral fraud. The discontent did not bring about a change of government, but it did help the opposition gain more seats. NHK World's Chikashi Takaoka reports from Kuala Lumpur.
The National Front had been in power since Malaysia's independence from Britain in 1957. It's a coalition made up of parties of mainly ethnic majority Malays. For decades, the government has supported the so-called Bumiputra policy that gave preferential treatment to Malays. The policy is designed to narrow the economic gaps between Malays and more affluent ethnic Chinese. But affirmative action for Malays in education and employment has been criticized by Chinese and Indians. The opposition alliance led by former Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim garnered support from ethnic minorities and Malays who are critical of the long-serving government. The alliance won many seats in urban areas on the Malay Peninsula, but it failed to win enough votes in the National Front's strongholds of rural areas and Borneo Island. The ruling coalition has managed to stay in power, but it failed to secure 2/3 of the seats that could give it a stable majority in the lower house of Parliament. The National Front also won fewer seats than it did in the last election. Opposition parties are likely to continue criticizing the National Front for alleged vested interest and corruption. Chikashi Takaoka, NHK World, Kuala Lumpur.
Syrian leaders say